Hello everyone, Neighborly here, and tonight I'm finally going back to Fallout New Vegas. It's been kind of a long day and I need to de-stress, so what better way to de-stress than just go about the wasteland? Eh, right now I've currently got Pepsi with me,
Yeah.
and no, not the drink. I'm an RC girl.
I have Coca-Cola. Kind of betrays my name, but whatever.
And hopefully more will join as the night goes on.
Question number one. Can I watch Twitch on this computer, or is it my internet still trash?
Now, let's see here. I believe I wanted to look at at another vault. So,
No. I did not have power to watch Twitch on this computer. I can watch Discord streams though, so that's fun.
I better go and make sure I start broadcasting that then.
A cat came to say hi.
Let's see. Nope. Where? No, I was told that there's a vault that has some decent loot. I just gotta find it.
That's the hard part about it. How far along are you, since I can't really watch Twitch all that effectively? And then we'll keep track.
My next DLC trip is going to be to Dead Money.
I mean, like, proper story, how far along are you?
Somewhere along the lines of where I've got the chip. I just need to figure out what to do with it.
You've killed Benny, you got the chip. Well, that's
Yep.
nice.
I believe it was Vault 30 that I was told I was to go to.
You just have all locations unmarked?
The Explorer perk.
Ah.
Because there's Vault 19.
Right. I think it's up north. I think.
There's Vault
Vault
3.
3. Might be it.
I guess I could just give Vault 3 a try and see if that's it then. If not...
This is why I have the power of looking things up.
Okay, nearest spot I have unlocked is... there. Next!
Giant mantises.
What was my weight looking like again? Oh dear, I need to empty out a bit.
Whenever I play Fallout, I always have my weights like on the line, or just heights underneath over encumbered.
Yeah, I mean, I understand I could use like console codes to give me basically insane amounts of carrying capacity, but I want to save that.
That's not how you play it. That's not how you play the game, right?
I want to save that for a modded playthrough. This is my first time ever playing New Vegas all the way through, so I want to get the vanilla experience.
Yeah. Whenever you do play it all the way through, I have one mod to recommend you. The Fallout New Vegas randomizer. It randomizes quite literally everything in the game.
Nah.
Making every playthrough of it completely unique. It's one of the newest mods to come out. So you and the Legion don't get along.
Nope. Go long, go long! Ooh, not good distance on that one.
My personal favorite game. My personal favorite Fallout game is Fallout 3.
Ripper. And now over encumbered.
The reason I like Fallout 3 more than this one is because I seem to get into more mischief in that game.
Okay, I'm definitely gonna go and empty things out a little bit. So, where are you?
Oh. Played through all of the
Ice Queen again?
all the blues.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
You're not playing the DLC in order, are you?
As close to an order as I can get.
Because believe it or not, there is a secondary story throughout all the DLC. Just play
Service rifle, assault carbine. Yeah, put the away.
what's the name of the DLC? It's the Hey, welcome Everfree.
Hello.
Howdy.
Have you played Honest Hearts yet?
Yep.
Alright, after Dead Money, just play Lonesome Road and that's all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, dead money comes first, but whatever. Doesn't really matter. I'll get the gist of the story. Personally, Honest Hearts and Dead Money are my favorites. And it's divided in Old World Blues.
My favorite's Old War Blues.
I hate those damn brains.
It's very campy and I like it, but I like Honest Hearts and Dead Money.
Dead Money was kind of a pain in the ass for me, but
pain.
Well, here's the thing though. I technically made it harder myself for doing an energy weapons build.
That DLC has very few of those.
Yeah, the one energy weapon you do get, the hollow rifle, it is a great weapon. Just unfortunately,
It's near the end. I think, if I remember correctly. It's also a very unique weapon.
Yeah, the hollow rifle is one of the best energy weapons in the game. If you want to go by damage per piece of ammo,
Yeah,
without it being too heavy. Because if you take into account the heavy weapons, Plasma Caster is a really good weapon.
Yeah. Here's an unpopular opinion. I like Fallout 3 more than New Vegas.
So much more fun.
Not for story or anything, but I just like the wasteland of Fallout 3 better.
Yeah, I can understand that. The wasteland in Fallout 3 actually has one major thing going for it that Fallout New Vegas Wasteland unfortunately lacks. And that's the fact that once you kill all the enemies in a certain area in New Vegas, basically nothing ends up being there anymore.
It's basically just nothingness.
Yeah, but in Fallout
3, things spawn. They just keep spawning, and then they move around and go other places.
Yep.
And you can find super mutants fighting Talons while Raiders and Scorpions running from the north.
Yeah, I remember when I started up again in Fallout 3, I did all the stuff to get as much good renown and stuff in freaking Megaton. So by the time I go to the Super Duper Mart for Moira, I ended up having to fight a group of Talons right near the Super Duper Mart.
I know those Talons. They're so annoying.
Yeah. It's like, damn, I'm not high enough level and have the right gear for this, but as I literally just got lucky. As long as I took out the guy that has the biggest, strongest gun first, I was able to take out the other ones relatively easy as I hit in a bus.
One thing I want to do is I want to get Fallout New Vegas on my computer and then install the Fallout New Vegas randomizer mod that came out recently.
Oh my god, I saw Mitten Squad and Kev Dewitt. Yeah, they look at that game. That is wacky.
I remember I found Kev Dewitt and I'm like, he's great. But we're a Nairobi stream, so we should probably talk about they're not YouTubers.
And my mod playthrough, I'm definitely going with Tale of Two Wastelands.
Yeah, that is what I'm using to go back to Fallout 3.
Don't even think about it. Don't think about it. It won't hurt you if you don't hurt me.
Yeah, that's one thing about the bighorners I like. Even though they show up as red on your compass, as long as you keep a certain distance away from them, they won't bother you.
Yeah. You're trying to go looting vaults today.
Mm-hmm.
We couldn't find Vault 38. She found Vault 3 on the map, but she was like, I don't know. What are you going to now?
To the vault.
Vault number 3?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Also, I'm thinking about trying to see if I can track down a weapon that I've been told to try and get. I think it's called the two-step goodbye.
Yeah, that's it.
Ooh, that is a nice one. Never used too many unarmed weapons, but there's a couple unarmed weapons that was definitely tempted to trying. I mean, come on, the superheated Saturnite fist. How
That
could you
thing's
resist?
That thing's great.
And you can see I'm more partial to the ballistic fist myself.
Yeah. You know what would make the ballistic fist scarier is if you could put alternative ammo.
I'm just gonna put a shotgun ammo in my fist. That's fine.
I mean, could you imagine how much?
One thing that upsets me a tiny bit is how much stuff they had to cut from New Vegas before they shipped it out.
No,
Even
yeah.
Still, even
Yeah.
still, they didn't get everything that they wanted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's kind of a popular mod, is to bring back a lot of that cut content.
And the Fiends had so much stuff. I think you could even join the Fiends at one point, but they cut that out too, so...
Yeah, another thing that they cut out that would have been kind of interesting, and I kind of wish to be able to play around with this, is they actually had the idea of having your character be able to, instead of always being human, you could have played as a ghoul or super mutant. I always wondered how it would be like to play a Fallout game as a super mutant.
Yeah, that's one of the things I've always really wanted to do. Because you'd obviously probably be one of the intelligence variants, though obviously you could play as a dumb one by just being dumb.
Mm-hmm.
But it'd be locked out of so many places. That would be so interesting. You have to deal with racism, and you don't do that very often.
Mm-hmm.
I remember Mitten Squad proposed their idea for Fallout 5 being set in Iowa or something like that, and they had that as an idea, like, there's a settlement of just freaks and outcasts, robots, Robo-Brain, Supermans, all that stuff. You'd be able to play as one.
Oh, I see you're wearing the Desert Ranger armor.
Mm-hmm.
I went flying.
You like the sight of your own blood?
Nope, but I do like the side of yours.
Like the sight of your own blood.
Hmm. I'm guessing there's some kind of a reason that these apparently fiend leaders, I'm able to take their heads.
Oh, have you not been up to the NCR's place near New Vegas?
Nope.
Yeah, they were actually doing a quest for them without realizing it.
Huh.
It's kind of like... There's this one mod that lets you cut off people's fingers, and there's a bounty system with it. There's one mod with that. It's kind of like that, but it's in the base game. Or is that mod for Fallout 3? One of the two.
Oh, that's not a mod, that's a perk you can actually get in-game. It's vanilla.
I did not know that. I was thought it was a mod, because I couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, you have to get a specific perk. There's one if you quote-unquote side with the good guys, one if you side with the bad guys. But you can get body parts and then gain good or evil renown for turning them in. If I remember correctly, was actually ears for one guy and fingers for the other guy. I think the guy gives you good renown, he wants fingers, but the guy who gives you evil renown, he wants ears.
The reason I thought it was a mod, because I remember watching people with the multiplayer mod on that were fooling around with a bunch of other mods, and they were doing that for a while, so I just assumed it was another mod that they had installed.
Yeah,
Not.
there is that. Well, there is the perk, but a lot of the stuff you see them do, because I know what guys you're talking about. Most of the ones they do, that is actually a mod. So basically, it's a mod that expands upon the system that the perk gives.
Okay, that makes sense.
You gotta find a way in here. I see doors.
Just use your fist that has ammunition in it and punch down a wall. It's totally a feature. If a bug happens often enough, it's a feature.
You like the sight of your own.
It just works.
Ow!
You haven't even lost a fourth of your health yet. You're fine. These fiends stand literally no chance. Hey, Carl's here.
You like the sight.
Da-da-da-da.
Ollie, you went and knocked their blocks off.
I think she knocked a bit more than blocks off.
I never specified which blocks now, did I?
Looks like that fiend was disarmed.
British king.
They try to make this big thing like they're all tough, but they're armless.
I mean, she, May has such a disarming smile.
Oh, these puns are gonna kill me.
No, her fist will.
It really can deal out a good bit of punishment.
Whoa. For that, I'm gonna eat one of your chocolates. Hey, Orsk.
Boop.
Counter boop.
Yeah.
Taking fire, taking fire. You're not even leaving them a leg to stand on.
With how pushy these guys are, it's what they gotta do to get a foot in the door.
Foot in the door and ahead in life. Question, did you take Bloody Mess?
I think so.
Okay.
Yes, I did.
Excellent. That explains all the chunky salsa.
Yeah. Found Vault 3 apparently. Yeah, is this that vault? A vault you mentioned that's supposed to have good loot that I'm looking for?
That's what vault this is. Okay.
No, that's Vault 34.
Oh,
I mean, this one's, got plenty of foes for you to punch.
I know this vault. This is the red and blue vault, right?
No, this is the vaults overrun by the Fiend.
I thought that was the same thing.
No, the red and blue vault is the one where those powder gangers went to.
Oh, that's the tagging vault.
Yeah, that's what 19. Surprisingly high-tech armament for a Fiend.
I mean, they are in a vault.
so where do I find this Vault 34?
It's down a tunnel. Firm.
Bring up the map. It's to the east. Okay, a little further west. It's near the main road that comes up to the east side of Vegas, so down south.
Somewhere.
Oh, wait. I want to. Okay, north. Sorry. It'd be easier to do this if I could manipulate the map myself. So keep following the main road up. And it should be on the east side of that road. Yeah, it's Yeah, right there. You had it.
Ah.
By Cannibal Johnson. Don't worry, he's a good egg.
Welcome back, or welcome to the stream. I mean, Orsk.
Okay. Vault 34, here I come.
I mean, granted, the loot may not be as immediately useful for you because it's a lot of guns, but, you know, good money.
I'll look up what Vault 34 is.
It's the Boomer's vault.
Oh, I meant like the experiment. Don't tell me. That way she gets the experience first.
Yeah, I've already been to Vault 11, though.
It's not a crazy, messed up experiment. I mean, it's still one of those things where it's like, okay, why do you think that's a good idea? But it's not, you know, totally messed up. Yeah. The entrance is by a truck.
Ah, that's this vault. Okay.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, you're right above the cave.
Yeah, just gotta find a spot to get down somewhat safely. Down, down, down. Skyrimming it.
Note.
Okay, so... Alright. Curse my sense of direction. This way.
Forward, comrade, forward.
Hello, noteworthy.
If you're talking, Note... Back here? If you're
Note's
talking, we
muted.
can't hear you.
Wait. He's muted, so no problem.
Oh, they're eating their dinner.
Ah.
Yep. Gotta say, the skincare regime in this vault leaves much to be desired.
Overseer's journal fragment. I mean, this place is just lit up. Coming up the stairs. Hey.
You approach me?
Chunky salsa. Doctor's bag, always useful.
I'm not even picking up these skeletons and already they're disappearing. What the hey?
Next!
You may want to check your health quick. Maybe pop some Rad-X. I'm sorry for being the backseat gamer.
Yeah, I popped some earlier, but is it still in
Okay.
effect? Yes, it's
Yes,
still in
it is.
effect.
Okay. Carry on then.
Peekaboo! I'm gonna have to pop some more because it just wore off. You are doing an awful. You're making a real mess out of your job. You're a piss poor security guard.
I mean, do you honestly expect them to stand up to the might of your fist?
No, but I. Well, you got me there.
I mean, when I finally make it to this hole, it's just gonna be, oh hi, fats, pop, 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 pop. A lot of gin flying around after that.
Guys need to gargle or something because you're kind of sounding a little bit phlegmy.
I told them not to have so much dairy.
Into the water. Air. Vault 34 security terminal password. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Drowning, 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 drowning. That was close!
Yeah. I don't think you can go any further.
Yeah, but still want to loot. Okay.
I mean, there is a way to be able to breathe underwater without trouble.
The perk.
No, it's not a
Thing.
perk. It's a piece of equipment.
Oh yeah, wait. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I mean, you know, with the right mods, you can do anything, but that doesn't help her now.
Oh, they got the door open. See, you can do it if you put your mind to it.
What mind?
Exactly. First aid. Lots of SMGs here. Okay, still see one blip. Woohoo.
Now, granted, this won't matter so much for your current playthrough because they're all dead. But you can come here on a quest for the Brotherhood. Remind me, what's the courier's name again?
This one,
Yeah.
if I remember correctly, Jojo.
Okay. Jojo Punch! But yeah, for sure collect the bolt suits. There's someone in Vegas who will pay you well for them. If you haven't met her already. More bullets.
For how random ghoulification is, it's surprising how often you find ghouls.
I mean, you throw enough people together. You douse enough people with radiation, something's gonna happen.
Gotcha! Ooh, a nice! Plenty of Rad X and Rad Away.
Very nice, very nice.
Do-do. Sounds like... Hi there! Overseer's journal fragment. Got another one. Another dip. He needs a key. Burble burble. I hear you. I do not see you. But I will find you and punch you. And over encumbered now. Time to fix up a few things. There we go. Loot everything. Or at least everything that I can feasibly carry. Vault for 34 security helmet and security armor. Do not want to break that down. Let's see.
You ever played Alien Isolation before?
Nope.
You intend to?
We shall see. Pump station. That sounds promising. Now this is gonna be fun. Determining what Chunky Salsa is which one. Nope. There you are. Ooh, they went into tiny pieces. Huh. Odd. Huh. finish this floor first. The armory.
I would recommend some right away too.
Praise the sun.
No, screw that noise.
And I didn't have to worry about rad poisoning so much, because don't forget, I've got the perk that allows me to sleep off all my rads.
Oh, okay.
The green goo.
At least it's not that green goo.
Punch him into a wall. Embrace your inner train wreck.
Oh, what you need to do is shove them into a shopping cart and then kick them. Brace your kraken.
You know what my method is. Give them a plasma grenade suppository.
That or just fly by and cut their head off.
Both are effective.
Unless they really tick you off, then you just turn them into a prude. Yeah, I think you need to unlock
Requires a
it. Criminal.
key.
Yeah.
Punch it down. That works.
I think you have to unlock it from the overseer's office.
Ah.
Yeah. I think that's the kind of Skyrim door where at the end of the dungeon there's a door that leads you back out to the exit.
No.
Bethesda loves those kinds of doors.
Oh, I know, but that's not it. I remember this vault and the crackle of the Geiger counter.
Fool just going about his day-to-day life, and then you come over and punch his limbs off. He didn't do anything to you.
Yet.
Oh, thanks for the confidence there, smooth skin.
You're not feral, Master. These guys obviously are.
Well, if we can get work on that a little sooner rather than later. It won't last so long.
Okay, got turned around a little. Yeah. I hear you. I hear you. Wanna come by and say hello? I'm more partial to goodbye myself.
Hello, hello. I don't know why you say hello. I say goodbye.
anything else down here other than the thing to open the door to the overseer's office. Looks like that's it.
I think there's some armor on the shelving.
Oh, you're right.
I think there was another helmet around there, or you
Yep.
might have grabbed that when I was looking.
Yeah, grab that one.
I know you grabbed the one on the desk, but I thought I saw one before that. I don't know. I probably missed it.
There we go.
I mean, okay, I know you can sleep off your rads, but unless you can find a safe place to sleep.
Nope.
Radiation is fun.
Still gotta find the overseer's office.
Radiation, it makes you grow a third eye, and then you can control things with your mind. Or
I
you get
wish.
cancer.
Yeah, you typically get several different cancers of the butt.
Okay.
Hey, you might get superpowers, so
I'm not sure I'd call these superpowers, kid.
you're technically immortal. Aging, so.
Yeah, not as fun as it's cracked up to be.
You became Deadpool, but worse.
At least we had a sense of humor.
Inaccessible.
Right in front of you.
One. Two. Overseer. I thank you for your password. Whoa! I am king of the vault now. Or
Look at
rather,
me.
Probably is a vault where someone proclaims themselves king. That probably does exist.
Look at me. I am the overseer now.
Open the armory door.
Slightly upset by the Frontier mod not being nearly as good as it was cracked up to be.
I mean, it was, let's be honest, it was overhyped.
It was overhyped, and then there was a bunch of behind-the-scenes issues.
Yeah.
So before I venture down here, going to finish clearing out this floor and then go back to the armory.
Anyway, would you like the story of what happened in this vault?
Go ahead.
Well, basically, the experiment was cramming in way too many people for it, and then giving them all a massive arsenal.
Bunch of people in a tin can with guns.
Yeet. Eventually, one group raided the armory, took all the really heavy ore, and left the vault to form their own tribe. They went north, you'll run into them later. Not sure where exactly you are in the story. But you'll
Now
know them.
one of the groups put a bomb in the reactor area.
Well, I don't know if there was a bomb. Let me finish the story here first. So after they left, things went along. Eventually, limits were put in place on population growth and weapon usage. There were people upset about that, so there was a small riot. And in the process of that riot, the reactor was damaged. Thus leading to everyone turning ghoul.
Still gotta ask what. Yeah, I can totally see why did they think that this was a good idea.
Honestly, wish I could tell you.
Oh, hi there.
Hello there.
Bye there. Backtracking to the armory. Yeah, depending on what's here in the armory, I may be horribly over encumbered by this. I'm going to have to come back for these because this is going to be a lot of heavy duty stuff, and I am so So freaking over encumbered at this point.
Just become over encumbered and walk with it all. Who can
I'm
make it?
not doing the slow walk.
Do this fast slow walk. Jog. Jog from place to place. It'll be fine.
That ain't how this works here.
It is in Fallout 76, so it can work in any of the other games.
Yeah, I don't think they even have that perk in this game, but do they? The one, oh,
Oh no.
The perk that lets you spend action points to move faster when over encumbered?
yep,
Nope.
thought so.
The only perk that helps you move when you're over encumbered is long haul. Yeah, no, seriously, it takes them right away. You're over 600 rats.
I will survive. Oh shit. Terminal. Oh shit.
So do you doom these people or do you doom the farms?
Well, fuck. Ah.
Best added.
Hard luck blues. Optional. Save all 34's trapdoors by leaving its reactor intact, dooming the sharecropper farms. Or shut down the reactor to help the sharecropper farms.
You get rewarded either way, probably. Maybe. Who knows? They could all be dead. This is why I love Fallout.
Very little good came from these experiments, so
I'm not gonna say anything, and I'm just gonna let you figure it out.
it was on. Okay.
I believe you will do the moral thing. Whatever it is.
What happens to be.
Okay, well, I'll break it down for you. Do you want a greater overall lump of experience, or do you want a smaller lump of experience but increased reputation with the NCR?
I don't really care about the NCR.
In that case, I would recommend just a larger chunk of experience.
And which one is the large chunk of experience?
Rescuing the dwellers. Because the sharecropper farms are an NCR operation.
I mean, I get the
There's
feeling.
dooms and crop farmers, and probably commits murder indirectly because you're starving people. But hey, you're saving people's lives. You're welcome.
To be fair, the sharecropper farms aren't producing a lot of food to begin with. And, you know...
They're not producing food to begin with because they don't have the water that somebody else is stealing to produce food as well. So it's a bad situation all around.
So who's stealing the water from them to produce
Oh,
crops?
the townspeople inside of
No. The problem is the water they are getting is contaminated with radiation from the vault's reactor.
Right.
Which is why they want you to shut it down.
I'm thinking about a different group. Yeah, right.
Yes, you're
Right.
thinking about something else entirely.
So basically, if I shut down the reactor, the vault dwellers, if they're even still alive, will be doomed. But at the same time, the the farms will be able to produce more and actually feed people.
They are actually alive.
Oh!
I just love New Vegas for this.
So, do you want to doom people in the short term for long-term growth, or do you want to save people now and just make things harder in the long run?
This is like a Herald situation on a bigger scale.
I don't know.
We trust you'll do the right thing.
You're not helping.
Would it help if I said what I usually do?
Yeah, I guess.
Well, what I usually do is I let them out. Because, I mean, the sharecropper farms... I'm not a huge fan of the sharecropper operation to begin with, because they're really exploiting these people. And it's not like there aren't other options that can make it work. Whereas, you know, the people we save, they might be able to help with other things.
Okay. I'll follow your lead, honey.
And if there are those in the watching that want to crucify me for this, well, all I can say is sawed off, Legionnaire. Now, granted, as soon as I found it, as soon as I could, I found a mod that gives you a nice third way of helping both parties out.
What was that?
What was that? I heard glass breaking. Activate terminal. Seal external ventilation. That's what would save the ones inside the vault, right?
No, that would doom them. They want you to reroute control.
Ack!
Oh, that's what broke the glass. Now, if you don't mind my saying so, I suggest you get the hell out of there.
Right, as soon as I take care of this guy.
Just gotta kill a few more things. You have a bit more experience, then I'll leave.
No.
Get out of...
Either find somewhere to sleep or slurp down some right away. Because you're getting dangerously close to rad death.
Oh, level up. Level up. Alright.
Take a nap in the middle of the floor, you'll be fine.
Right. Survival.
You're level 15.
Huh?
You're only level 15.
Oh, level
she's
33.
only
Get
33.
15 points.
Oh, I'm blind.
Yes.
Can't read.
Actually, I think barter. And now... booking it. Come back here after I've slept off some rats and emptied out my inventory a bit so I can get all the heavy stuff down in. No, I saw a bed in here somewhere.
I'm gonna go fix some food. I'll see y'all later.
Uh-huh.
Later.
Yeah, take care. Nope. No. This would be a lovely time to get lost. Aha!
Yeah, I could just feel your DNA weeping.
Animal control perk, rank 2. Okay, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get away from the rats. And there we go. Right as rain. Now, you. Oh wait, what am I doing? Give the coffee mugs to Muggy.
Yee.
Muggy! There you are.
Please, please, please tell me you stomped Dr. O's brain into a fine paste. Did he squeal? Did he beg? God, I hope he begged. Who's the flatware bitch now? Oh! Oh, sweet, sweet fulfillment! I'll break these down for you just as fast as I can.
Did Carl just fall asleep?
Oh, that was the auto dock.
Interesting.
Okay. Good. Now to head back and get pick up the stuff from the armory. And yeah, long nose, I am trying to ready up for dead money. So yeah, after picking up the stuff I left behind here, next step is to try and find the two-step goodbye.
I mean, you might as well wait until after dead money for that, because you won't be able to bring it along anyway. You go to the Sierra Madre, you have to rely on what you can find there.
Going down, going down. Oh wait. Wrong way. Ammunition box. Grenade launcher, grenade launcher.
Wood missiles, minigun. Various carbines.
Sniper! over encumbered already. Yeah, at least now I'm good on rads. Who don't have a high enough lockpick to get that. Just going to loot everything in here. Okay, did I miss anything?
Did you get the All-American?
The All-American. Weapon, I'm assuming?
Yep.
Familiar pistol, pistol, carbine.
Yeah, no, you didn't, I didn't see it.
So it's in here somewhere, right?
Yeah. I suspect it's in that locked box.
Curses.
Well, you can always come back after you level up lockpicks some more.
Says it's on a flip down table. Long nose in the chat.
No.
No, it's not. He says now. Oop. Every nook and cranny.
Yeah, it should be on a. Yeah, it should be on one of those tables that's been flipped over.
There it is.
My bad, it's been a while since I've been in here.
It's alright. 5.56 millimeter, eh?
Yep.
That means I can then go and put the service rifle to bed then.
Yeah, no, it's better than the service rifle in just about every way.
Okay, now for the slow walk back out of here.
I mean, if you do some repair, you might be able to get out faster.
Let's see then. Let's take the All-American and bump you up. Let's see. Assault carbine. Assault carbine. I need 100 in guns to use it effectively. I might as well scrap the service rifle. Riot shotgun. And a marksman carbine. Vault security helmet. maximum security armor.
There we go.
Excellent. And I got turned around again. Okay, so that's one last trip to stow everything away, and then I suppose it's time to get started on dead money. Then. Okay. So nice that that ammo doesn't take up any weight. Now, I'm guessing Sierra Madre Grand Opening, given that you've mentioned it before, is the quest I need.
Yep.
I believe so, yes. Excuse me.
Yeah, if I was doing a gun playthrough, then yeah, that would have been a jackpot. Longnose is saying to explore the area on the left side before going near the radio. To an abandoned Brotherhood of Steel bunker.
Interesting.
Sierra Madre. Dead Money takes you to an extremely dangerous area of the Mojave Wasteland. A one-way journey into your business at the Sierra Madre is finished. In normal mode, you'll encounter new traps, enemies, and new companions whose lives are tied to yours. In hardcore mode, you'll be fighting the environment as well. A toxic city that erodes health over time. Companions are more vulnerable and so are you. Recommended for experienced couriers, level 20+. If you're up to the challenge, continue on. The Sierra Madre grand opening awaits and has been for 200 years. I'm guessing this must be the area on the left side. Longnose in chat said to explore the area on the left side before going near the radio. So... No.
Nope, backwards.
There's one. Two. Three. Okay. Inventor. Ooh, 4 out of 8. Good start, good start. Which one next, though? No. 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 Inserted. Got it! Scotch. Oh. T-45D power helmet. Scrap metal. A laser rifle. Scrap metal. Combat knife. Okay.
Or stay in one of our exclusive executive suites that will shelter you and cater to your every whim. So if life's worries have weighed you down, if you need an escape from your troubles,
Oof.
Well, that just happened.
You've heard of the Sierra Madre Casino. We all have. The legend, the curses, foolishness about it lying in the middle of the city of the dead, buried beneath a blood-red cloud. A bright, shining monument luring treasure hunters to their doom. The world's most famous stars and entertainers were invited to its grand opening. An invitation was a sign of exclusiveness. The opening was supposed to symbolize a road to a brighter future, not just for the world, but for all who came to its doors. A chance for anyone to begin again. Except the Sierra Madre never opened. The war froze it in time, like a big flashbulb going off. The grand opening, one big ending of humanity. It's still out there, in the wastes, preserved, just waiting for someone to crack it open. But getting to it, that's not the hard part. It's letting go.
Are you listening? Good. From now on, when I talk, listen and follow my instructions. Play stupid, play clever. Make the mistake of saying no. That collar on your neck will go off and take your head with it. It's like that Pip Boy on your wrist, except filled with explosives. A little radio of the old world. Just needed some tuning. Do what I say, and the collar will go off. Refuse, try and run, disobey me, I'll kill you and find someone else. There's no escape from here until I let you go. The sooner you accept your situation, the better. That structure you see above the fountain, the Sierra Madre Casino. You need to break inside. Heist. Too many years in the making. But to get inside, avoid its traps, you'll need to gather a team. As I found, one cannot do it alone. Around the villa are 3 other callers like yours. Caller 8, 12, and 14. Find all 3 and get them here to the fountain. Then we'll talk more. And should you get any ideas about killing each other and taking the treasure of the Sierra Madre for yourself, a warning. All your callers are linked. One of you dies, you all die. If that's what it takes to make you cooperate, so be it. I've downloaded the instructions and markers on your Pip-Boy, in case you forget. And yes, I have access to that device on your wrist. Get the other 3 here after that. I'll have more instructions for you. Do this, I'll let you go. I'll let all of you go. Your piece of Rocco trash will help you, I've ensured it. It can latch onto the signal of the callers and tune into their frequencies. The bomb callers come with radios embedded in them. You can eavesdrop easily. It was part of their design to listen in. They can even screen out white noise from the environment to allow greater monitoring. One is a trusted ally. Obedient, caller or no, although the caller helps. The other 2, well, we'll have to see what the trap's got. Yes. Caller 8, the FEV reject, the super mutant. He's docile, predictable, and provided he's not starving, should be easy to command. I lost contact with him some time ago. Probably after he dragged you here from the trap. Find him. He'll follow you, caller or no. A long story. FEV, a virus is an even longer story. It gave birth to the docile one, turned them into a super mutant long ago. Good. If necessary, I will guide you through the villa's broadcast systems. If you get lost, return here, and I'll direct you. I've downloaded instructions on an audio log to your Pip-Boy in case you can't read. If you forget why you're here, let my voice remind you.
Let go and leave the world behind at the Sierra Madre
Right.
this October. We'll be waiting. Has your life taken a turn? Do troubles beset you? Has fortune left you behind? If so, the Sierra Madre Casino
Great.
in all its glory
I've got a
is
fucking
inviting
bomb
you
collar
to
on my
begin
neck.
Again.
Yep.
Come to a place where wealth, excitement, and intrigue await around every corner. Stroll
Hollow
along
rifle.
the winding streets of our beautiful resort. Make new friends, or rekindle old flames. Let your eyes take in the luxurious expanse of the open desert under clear, starlit skies. Gaze straight on into the sunset from our villa rooftops. Countless diversions await. Gamble in our casino, take in the theater, or stay in one of our exclusive executive suites that will shelter you and cater to your every whim. So if life's worries have weighed you down, if you need an escape from your troubles, or if you just need an opportunity to begin again, join us. Let go.
Okay, so
At the Sierra Madre grand opening this October.
districts.
We'll be waiting. Has your life taken a turn? Do troubles
So a relatively small map.
left you behind?
Mhm.
So, the Sierra Madre
Well, there's several other sections. You know, each pack and carton of cigarettes you find, you can exchange for caps at one of the vending machines.
Ghost site. What the hello is that? Is that something I'm going to need?
Possibly, it's like cat eye. It's low light vision in a bottle.
I guess we'll make a bottle then. Yeah, this place ain't dripping with atmosphere.
It's pretty dark.
and cater to your every whim. So if life's worries have weighed you down, if you need an escape from your troubles, or if you just need an opportunity to begin again, join us. Let go and leave the world behind at the Sierra Madre grand opening this October. We'll be waiting. Has your life taken a turn? Do troubles beset you?
So, what happens if I do these return items?
If so, the Sierra
I don't know.
Casino, in all its glory, is inviting you to begin again. Come to a place where wealth, excitement, and
Wait for a minute to get
enjoyment
something
await
for
around
dinner,
every
so.
corner. Stroll along the winding streets of our beautiful resort.
Do I get like one of those Sierra Madre chips or something?
Maybe.
Let your eyes take in the luxurious expanse of the open desert under clear, starlit skies.
Yep.
Gaze straight on into the
Okay.
sunset from our villa rooftops. Countless diversions await. Gamble in our casino, take in the theater, or stay in one of our
That's the way out after you break into the Sierra Madre's vault. Try to leave. I'll set off your caller.
So if life's worries have
Excuse me. It's the medical district. I'm guessing there's a 20 gauge nearby.
Maybe.
Ooh, laser pistol.
There you go.
Watch out for the villa inhabitants. They're difficult to kill unless you chop them apart. If you can, blow them up or disintegrate them.
A cosmic knife. Shotgun. Whoa! You know what? Use my
Things are
fist.
fast.
Yep. Use my fist to knock them out, then blow their head off. Double tap with a shotgun.
Okay, Cap.
Police station.
Speakers and radios interfere with the bomb caller frequency and can trigger the detonators prematurely. It is an unfortunate side effect, one I did not anticipate. I was unable to calibrate the callers to block the signals, so you'll have to make do.
You're in Canterlot. Just call it what it is. You're in Canterlot.
Yep.
Always makes my stomach hurt.
Gonna hold on to these just for when I get out to give them to Muggy. Okay.
It's a lot of passwords.
Yeah, let's see if how many I can eliminate. Not many is most likely. Okay. Hot damn!
Hey!
Destruction. Disengage contraband with room lock. Prohibited items. police pistol. Whiskey. Automatic rifle. Okay, there's something that's...
There's a radio, yep.
There's a radio around here somewhere. So, where?
He's watching, waiting for you to try to let him go.
Right there. Also, it is possible to shoot them and get them to stop.
Noted.
Yep, again, you were in Canterlot. Approach this as you were. Thankfully, there are no alicorns here, as far as I know.
No, just the one super mutant.
Okay. And because you're not on hardcore mode, you're not in the pink cloud.
I mean, there are still pockets, but you're not constant.
Ah. Again, Canterlot.
Yep.
Great.
Yeah.
What's it? Okay, yeah, I would definitely keep a police pistol on hand. Just so you can shoot radios.
It's the one right there on the ground.
Under the desk.
Yeah.
I promise, Master. Just keep him away.
Okay, that one you might need to turn off. But the ones like the one on the desk you can shoot.
You're probably going to need your Pip-Boy link on a bit, probably be make it easier to see.
Also, hello, Captain.
Hello.
Apparently, greetings from scenic Canterlot. Fuck!
Are you in Canterlot?
Sierra Madre.
Is the inspiration for Canterlot in FOE.
Ah.
Yeah.
Pink cloud.
Uh-huh.
This
This
trap,
trap works both ways. Hey, let the poor fellow out, or keep,
Knew you would come below the cage, down to where I am. Maybe you saw the letters I scratched on the villa walls. A little farther. Follow my voice. That's it. The one in the cage? Dog. I had to lock him up. He keeps disobeying me.
Bear in mind, some of the speakers are up on the walls.
Yep. Again, you are in Canterlot. Look for every and anything.
Yeah, just it's on the other side of the wall. Just run through the room.
That's me, there on the table. The disc. My voice. Can't take any chances, though. You may be some victim who simply stumbled down here. If so, can't let you let Dog out. No, not yet. If you're who I think you are, you came to fetch Dog. Use him to drag others here. Now I'll use you. And that Pip-Boy you're wearing. You're smart. Clever. The key to Dog's cage is simple. Take my voice to the cage above. Let me speak to the beast inside. Then you and I, we can talk.
Yeah. To be honest, I would just leave your lamp on at all times down here, because the amount of enemies you're going to encounter is probably next to none.
But Cap with a $10 donation. Everything goes boom eventually. Damn it, Cap!
You might want to watch your step.
Considering how many landmines I've stepped on already, that's actually quite warranted.
But yeah, if you're looking to sell just the random junk you collect, be prepared to do some math, because there are no caps here.
That sounds problematic.
Well, the vendors are well stocked with pre-war money, which thankfully is weightless.
Getting lots of booze, though.
Yes, you will have plenty of that chunk chunk.
Dog, back in the cage.
What have we here? You weren't who I was expecting. I'm disappointed. Still, even if you aren't my intended guest,
You take direction. Good. You can't have been an idiot to figure out how to release me from my cage. Or perhaps you are, with that leash on your arm, and the one around your neck. With our collars and manacles, why, we may as well be kin. I'm the voice of reason. I sleep sometimes, down in the basement, in the cage. Now that I'm awake, Dog goes back in the cage. Dog knows I'm here, but can't do anything about it. I'm his conscience. Keep him tame, keep him from hurting us, doing foolish things. I've been trapped in here for some time. Then you come along and let me out. So, you opened my cage for a reason. Now, I want to know why. Trauma. Yes, in a manner of speaking. Do you see these wounds of his, covering his skin? The bear trap on his arm. He placed his own hand in it. The name he carved in his chest. To remind him of who he is, he inflicts pain on himself to silence me, when all I try to do... He cuts, hurts, and tries to murder me out of him. He won't succeed. Just makes me angrier. Dog is the beast. We simply change cages, like the ones here. It's close. Closer than I'd like. Dog's been into things, needs to think before he eats, chew before he swallows. He's eager that way. Now the collar's a part of me. Inside. I can feel its electronic heartbeat, clicking and burning down below. Like before. It was cold and heavy before going in the cage. Now you're here, and it's pulling and kicking again, tugging like a leash. Interesting. They detach. When segmented, they look like nothing more than metallic rad scorpions. And if they're attached to neck flesh, warm, red. Dog doesn't care what's on the body he's crushing in his hands. He'll mangle it, twist it, make it fit until he's full. Dog can't help himself. Hungry, greedy. And now the collar's inside, alive again. And we're trapped here until it goes cold. Really? Yet and now you're here, and it's burning a hole in my guts. Maybe it's crying for its owner.
And noteworthy now with $25. Thank you for being a friend, traveling down. Wait, no, it's just a clip. Be kind. Ah! Note!
As if I had a choice. Sometimes instinct takes over, and that's when I go into the cage. It's like curiosity that way. After all, you wouldn't have put that collar on by choice. Perhaps it was your curiosity that caused that hand to close on your neck. No, I don't think so. Even in here, I have more control than you do. I'm not leaving until the one who controls the collars shows. Not his voice, not his hand, not his lackey. him. And when he comes to see me, we'll settle things. So go on. Go back to your master. Tell him I'm waiting for him. Dog may follow him. I won't. Then I still win. I'd rather die in this cell than have Dog follow him any longer. Follow his orders, his commands, desperate for recognition. The old man, he has the need to hold on to the past, to the Madre. I'd rather be free. Let go of this shell than have it cage me any longer. They all wanted their freedom at first. Then, they realized they could get inside the Sierra Madre. After that, their freedom wasn't important anymore. They couldn't let go, just like the old man. So you say you want your freedom? No. Even if you feel that way, it won't last. You'll forget, get greed blind, and you'll turn. Dog? You're not talking to him now, are you? No. Even if you could drag Dog out of his cage, you still couldn't get him out of this cage. I put him here for a reason. If he could have escaped, he would have. So here he stays. Of course you can't. This cage is locked tight. From you and the old man. Of course I know. Even if I don't see it happen. Down in the cage, I hear echoes of the footfalls. The click of the collars. Every time I see one of you, I know exactly how you got here. You couldn't help yourselves, any more than Dog can help himself. You heard the voice, the promise, and then you walked right into one of the old man's traps. Then Dog comes for you, drags you here. Me? You think I want to haul bodies around the wastes like a Brahmin at the whip? No, Dog does it. When the old man says fetch, Dog fetches. You were in a man trap, and Dog made his rounds and dragged you here. When, I don't know. But it must have been recent, before the cage. The way back doesn't matter. Try to leave, try to disobey, and your collar ends the journey faster than you can say, begin again. You're clever. You'd be able to find a way back if you left the villa. Dog can... I can find the way back, if back is where I even wanted to go. Until the old man lets you go, you're going nowhere. This beautiful paradise, with all its toxins and death, it's home. Me? You were... I don't remember you. That isn't surprising. What is that it was when Dog was out of his cage. Free, hungry. He knows not to eat anything he catches in the traps. After that, however, so he dragged you here. You got spared. Dog must have fed after you arrived. Once he was fed, that allowed me out of the cage and put him inside. Do you remember how long you were out? Must have already been in the cage. Already had the collar in me. You're lucky Dog didn't devour you. Otherwise, we'd be closer than we are now. You're not him any more than I'm Dog. But that collar around your neck, you're an extension of the old man's grasp. Clumsy, perhaps, but a tool, yes. And once you get acclimated to the Sierra Madre, Then you'll feel the same overpowering hunger the old man does. And then you'll be him, not just his hand. Elijah, human, weak like all of you are. Feeling age circling him like starved dogs, howling for blood. To me, he reeks of age and failure, and madness. To me, he is simply the old man. To Dog, he is Master. His name, meaningless. Running out of years, hopes and dreams running through his withered hands like sand from the big empty, and scorched by the sun. The old man, this Elijah, tried to hold the sun in his hands. Arrogance was cast down for it. Icarus' crime was to fly too high. Elijah wanted to bring the sun down to him. Arrogance. Heard the call of the Sierra Madre, just like you did. Exactly the same way. Finds out it's more than a story. Comes to this shining, poisonous grail, this jewel of the desert. Dog knows him more than I do. Dog's always nodding, always obeying him, because he's weak and hungry and greedy for Master's affection. Of course. The key? Why, it's the old man, the one who brought us here. I hid the key on me so Dog wouldn't know. I just need the old man to show up, so he and I can talk. If Dog was in control when the old man appeared, well, he would just do whatever he commanded, as always. And I can't have that. Dog obeys, yes. Why? Do you have some means of contacting the old man? You don't play it. If you do, I'll find a way to get out of the cage, end you. I'll murder you, crush your arms and legs until... No, you wouldn't. If you did, you won't escape this place alive. I'd shatter every one of your limbs to splinters and leave you here. You think I'm afraid of your collar exploding, killing us? No. I'll leave you breathing, then keep walking until my collar goes cold. I'll prop your broken body in view of the Sierra Madre so you can see what you came to steal. As you die.
Carl with $30 now, saying this was inevitable. Carl! You know you're going to get it when you come here.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
Oh, just you wait, darling.
No, you're not. Even though Dog's more docile, easier to control. You may regret this. This place is where creatures like Dog can survive. The people that fill its streets. He is as vicious, more vicious than them. His hunger can help you more than I can. When I am in control, this shell is difficult to fight in. I am not sure you belong here. No, you don't belong here. Yet, you came this far, and I'm not interested in remaining here any longer. I'll unlock the cage. Very well. Lead on.
So, dog and God, huh?
Yep.
No toxins in the air.
Now with this guy, always be respectful, and it will help you in the long run.
Something needs to die.
Bear trap this.
Hey, it's your Shadow's weapon.
Much better.
So, how's the playthrough going?
You got one of the 3 companions. 2 more to go.
Alright, you're gonna need to... Yeah, there we go.
I believe you guys went to the police station?
Mm-hmm. Okay, now.
Ah.
And that
Doing
one
some-
was dead already, but yeah.
Due diligence.
Indeed.
Take their heads off.
Oh, I got some brass knuckles too. But I'm guessing this does more.
And you probably can't dual wield either.
DPS 50, damage
Yeah.
30, damage 35, DPS 34.
Slightly slower,
But
but bonus limb damage and bonus critical damage.
yeah. There we go. DPS 40, damage 42.
Yeah, for punching things, the bear trap is the best thing you can probably find here. Unless there is a power fist squirreled away somewhere. I don't know. Money, 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 money.
Hmm?
Maybe I'll tear it off your arm, wear it on my neck.
Yeah, check your HP's a little bit low.
So what do you think of Dead Money so far? Now the question is, who has Nehru met during your courses in New Vegas? Because some of it may make sense rather soon.
That easily.
Pink cloud. Ow.
Yep.
But yeah, if you see any dark red splotches on the wall or the ground, where it's not necessarily blood. Some of it's cloud residue which you can collect.
Okay.
Maybe I'll tear it off your arm. Wear it on my neck.
Usually that involves removing the arm.
Well, speaking for my character, you take this thing off my arm, I will take off your head. Because I'm pretty sure by the time my guy gets to Sierra Madre, that pip buck will be fully integrated into the arm.
It's your own fault you're here. Couldn't leave well enough alone. I'll end. The idiot swallowed his collar.
It's gonna get really old after a while.
So, who are you going after next? Or where are you going next, I suppose?
The domino, yeah.
Ooh, this ought to be fun.
Don't go through the gate to Puesta del Sol yet. Gather the others first.
I'm looking for him.
It's your own fault you're here. Couldn't leave
Great.
Yeah, there's some cloud residue right there on the other side of the door.
that pit boy. Maybe I'll tear it off your arm. Wear it on my neck.
It's gonna be rather difficult to do not having a neck in the first place.
Those machines feed on Sierra Madre chips. There's codes that unlock other things, too.
took his head off with one punch. Alright, I hear one of those ghosts zip-zapping around. Now that I've got a proper punching weapon, things are a lot better. Okay, now to navigate my way.
It's your own fault you're here. Couldn't be well enough alone.
Picking up signals near your location. Detonators. Watch for traps.
Right. Saving.
Almost got away. The idiot's hunger screws it up.
great.
That pit boy. Maybe I'll tear it off her arm. Lower up her neck.
Should never have set that radio signal on repeat.
Tastes like copper.
So these guys die as soon as I pop one of their limbs.
Yep.
Messy.
I'm lucky I managed to see that without it starting to go off.
Well, you do have God with you, so you won't set off a lot of those traps.
Oh,
You're thinking of the wait, God gave the bonus?
Yeah, he gives you a
I mean,
bonus to sneak and light step.
I thought that was another member.
Nope. My understanding is Domino gives you a boost against the cloud.
Yeah, Domino gives a boost against the cloud, and I thought our extra member gave the bonus to the light step and everything.
No, she gives a boost against the radios.
Oh, that's what it was, because it gave you a longer reaction time.
Yes.
I honestly found that ability probably the most useful.
Tastes like copper.
Huh. I forgot I had the plasma cutter in 76.
in here, huh?
It's your own fault you're here. Couldn't leave well enough alone.
Well, that one's got a head on their shoulders. For now.
It tastes like copper.
Have a seat, and then we'll talk. The Sierra Madre. Beauty, isn't she? She the one who invited you here? Or maybe you didn't catch her voice on the radio. Woke up confused like some of the others. At least you're still breathing. By the way, don't get up or make any sudden motions, no matter how uncomfortable that chair gets. The cushion's just for show. Might be a bit rude, but that chair you're sitting in, it's got a shaped charge in the seat cushion. Get up without my permission, I'll blast your ass so far through your head, it'll turn the moon cherry pie red. So, let's keep this sweet and polite, and finish our conversation with no misunderstandings. And that's what I've missed, a rapt audience. Just because I work in entertainment doesn't mean I'm a moron. I heard my necktie beeping. I know what that means. I'm part of this somehow. I want out of this contract. And if you put me in it, I'm not going to be too happy. So whatever's going on here, if you're part of all this, you're taking orders from me. The hand's been dealt. Good, good, then we're in business. I may be a betting man, but I like it when the odds are in our favor. If you're here with who I think, then I'd rather have you on my side than his. And it's in the hole. You want to live, I want what's in the Madre. Real simple. Wait just a minute. I'm not walking out there on my own. I know what's out there. It's why I've planted a minefield, shotguns and explosives all the way on the road to my little boudoir here. So we go together or we're not going at all. I'll split my hand in blackjack when the time's right. I'm not splitting up in this town, trust me. That's a good point. All right. Let me grab some smokes and I'll meet you at the fountain. Don't have to take the long way back. There's a shortcut across the way, you see. It's through the cloud, but if I'm with you, I can help you through it. If you didn't already force the light.
That's 2. Now for Christine.
That's right.
Kill this one before they call others.
So I can definitely see now where the inspiration for Cancerlot in FOE comes from.
Yep. God, Dodd, can you come up with any better one-liners? I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
The village comm speakers have aged poorly, like the Madre. Pre-war junk. The speakers emit a signal that'll set off your caller if you stay too long. There are damaged speakers and shielded ones. The damaged ones you can destroy at range. Don't get close. You can't switch them off like a radio.
Great.
So it's forcing you to use a gun.
Well, thankfully, the police pistol requires no skill.
Which might be why it requires no skill.
I
Because
mean,
there
that
are a
would
lot
make
of weapons
sense.
available in DLC.
Yeah, I think the speaker's on the other side of that arch.
Ah! Come on. On the other side of this arch here? Or over on...
Or I just go forward. There it is. You'll have to shoot it.
Finished here. Maybe I'll tear it off your arm. Wear it on.
Okay.
And this one gives you some nice loot to come home with, but good God, it's a slog.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, the bear trap fist is pretty nice. I still like my ballistic fist though.
I mean, personally, I rather like the automatic rifle.
Okay.
I see it up high.
Maybe I'll tear it off your arm. Wear it on my neck.
Good eyes, sweetie.
I mean, I vaguely remember some things about this. It's been well over a year since I was last in the Madre.
And I'm now addicted to scotch because I accidentally drank some.
Welp. Hope you have some fixer.
Back home, yeah. Here, no.
Well, thankfully, scotch is one of those things pre-war types like to have around.
Picking up an emitter signature. Watch for security holograms. Dangerous. Don't shoot them. Attacking them is useless.
Almost got away. The idiot's hunger screws it up.
Damn speakers at the end of the hall. Red light means they're shielded. Must be a way to shut them off somewhere else.
Shut up.
The idiot swallowed his collar. They taste like copper. Tear it off your arm. Wear it on my neck.
Yeah, that's a lovely sight to be seen there, God.
Oh dear. I'm thinking that we're probably pretty close to a nice stopping point.
And we've got the gang together.
Wait, you already got the gang back together? Dang, that was pretty quick.
Ding!
It's your own fault.
All right. Now, we got some fun to pull into. Implant GRX. You gain a non-addictive subdermal turbochem injector. This perk may be taken twice, with the second rank increasing the effect from 2 to 3 seconds, and the uses per day from 5 to 10. Activate in the Pip-Boy inventory. Chance, sprayed prey.
Them's goody.
Sprint. Adamantium skeleton. That's metabolism, night person, nerd rage. Math Wrath might be an option to reduce Pip-Boy AP costs.
What does Math Wrath do? It just reduces AP cost for attacking in bats.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It reduces all VATS AP costs by 10%.
That's not too bad. Where is this last triangulation? Okay, it's over here.
Living Anatomy. Let's see. Vigilant Recycler, Lead Belly.
You're doing Tale 2 Wastelands, or are you doing just a base run?
This is just a base run because this is my first time round.
Okay. Okay, that's fair. That means you don't have access to Almost Perfect, because if you have access to the GRX, that means you would have Almost Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I keep going up. Climbing the castle.
Old World Gourmet. Plus 25 addiction resistance, plus 50% health bonus with snack foods. Scotch, vodka, and wine now give you health in addition to their normal effects.
And I think this is a perk that was introduced in this DLC.
Yeah, a few of the
A lot of
DLCs introduced
scotch.
their own perks.
I mean, if you're addicted to scotch, you might as well take advantage of it.
Yeah. There you are.
Why are they unconscious? They don't have an arm.
Okay, let that finish healing. And a quick save. And I think that's a good spot to stop at because we've been going for over 3 hours now.
We got the gang back together.
Mm-hmm.
Now all you need is the death car.
Oh boy.
Well, no, you're doing it differently. You probably want something else. If it were me, I'd want the death car. But, someone's got to be. Yeah, it was Clyde that had the VAR.
So anyway, I hope everyone who came to watch had a good time. And I've definitely got to go and give a big thanks to everyone who ended up joining the call. Hope you guys had a good time too.
It's fun!
Certain individuals who did a certain something along the way, whose names I will not mention.
Innocent whistling.
Anyway,
I ain't done nothing. I just existed.
They know who they are and they know what they did.
I know nothing. I was not here. I did not even get up this morning.
Liar! I think I needed a stream like that. Well, anyway, until next time, take care. Bye-bye.